Number 3, and this is the thing that I did not do and I wish I would have done it. Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa Cotten and I'm a money mindset expert for female entrepreneurs so that way they can nurture and expand their inner wealth so they can go after their dreams and goals and visions. And in today's video, I am going back in time to share if I was starting over with my business, here are the 3 tips that I would do. And the 3rd tip that I'm going to share is something I didn't do and it really hurt my progress and my success on my entrepreneur journey. So if that's something you want to learn more for, stay till the end to hear the 3 tips that I wish I would have known when I was starting my journey as an entrepreneur. Let's get started. I started my entrepreneur journey back in 2016. I had just got licensed as a therapist. I'm a licensed therapist, mental health, trauma, depression. I also have a degree in finance, which is where the money mindset really works well together. And in 2016, I really knew that I wanted to be on my own and I wanted to be the entrepreneur that I had always dreamed of, but I was really hesitant to identify myself as an entrepreneur. I really leaned into the identity of I'm a therapist who has a private practice. I have my own practice, but I'm not an entrepreneur, and that really set me back. So here are 3 things that really allowed me to embody the identity of an entrepreneur. And the really nice thing about being an entrepreneur is you can start at any time. So when I started my entrepreneur journey, I had a 9 to 5. I worked, I actually worked 4 10s. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think it was like 8 to 6 every single day. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would spend either seeing clients in my private practice, growing it, and doing all that. So if I were to start over from scratch, let's say I went back in time in 2016, here are the 3 things that I would ensure that I do, which I believe that if you started doing these 3 things, your success will be inevitable and it will be a part of your journey. The first thing I would do is I would set up office hours that you can consistently show up to. And I would actually set up office hours for yourself outside of your house. And you might be thinking, well, I don't have an office. How can I do that? And luckily, the world that we live in today, there are so many options that you can do what's quote unquote office hours. So office hours are times that you set aside to work on your business. These are non-negotiables. These are times that you are going to dedicate to growing your business. And here are 3 areas that you could go to get out of your house to really embody the identity of I'm using this time to work and grow on my business. The first one is a coffee shop. We all know that. And the reason that coffee shops are so powerful is because of the co-working energy. And what that means is when we see other people working, it reminds our brain, oh, we should be working too. We should be productive. We should be this and that. And it really allows us to be in the headspace of productivity, motivation, and moving things along. So a coffee shop, right? You order coffee, a tea, whatever you want, a smoothie, a green juice, and you work in that time. Now you might be saying, all right, I don't want to spend $5. I'm a new entrepreneur. I don't want to spend $5 every single time I need to go and have office hours. So the second option is totally free, and that is your public library. The library has free Wi-Fi, and they also have rooms that you can check out. I live here in Anchorage, Alaska, and I just went to the library on Monday, and there are all these conference rooms you can rent out. They even have like podcasting rooms that you can film YouTube videos in. So if you don't have a quote unquote studio to film in, you can use that space to your advantage. So the second space that I would go to is a public library. There are so many spaces in the library that you can use for your office hours to really get yourself in the headspace of when I am in the library or the coffee shop, I am using this time to dedicate towards growing my business. And the third space is a paid space, but this is a co-working space. And I actually have a membership to one in town. I have like a punch card. It's $15 a day, and I have access to everything. A printer, Wi-Fi, I think a fax machine. They have a really fun little kombucha area. I've made a couple of little reels about it, but I love the co-working energy. And the one that I go to, everyone there is in kind of the early stages of their entrepreneur journey, or they're all doing startups. So it's really grassroots. Everyone's kind of building, and they even have networking events. So That would be my number one tip, is creating office hours so that way you can get into the headspace of embodying the identity of an entrepreneur. Because if you are on your calendar every single week dedicating time to growing your business, you're gonna make it a priority. And if you do it outside of your house, you're not gonna get trapped of saying, oh, well, I could use this time to do the dishes. I could use this time to, I don't know, clean the house, do laundry, X, Y, and Z. So that is my first tip, is creating office hours for your business. Let me know in the comment section below, which of the 3 areas would you try? A coffee shop, a library, or even a co-working space? I've done all 3, and each, hit my drum, each area kind of has its own unique vibe and energy, so you really can figure out which one works for you, or you can enjoy all 3. So my second tip, if I was starting over on my entrepreneur journey, is I would start on social media by sharing my story. I got off social media in 2010 when I was going from undergrad to grad school. My mentor at the time was very anti-social media, and she was like, you don't want to have social media because you don't want people to perceive you as like a party person, even though I wasn't considered a party person. But she was just so afraid that if they saw photos of me at a bar or a nightclub, that I would get the wrong image. So she had me delete everything. So I didn't even get social media until 2020. So I'm kind of, I would say, like a newbie in social media. And I really wish that I would have started back in 2016 with my journey. I think that it would have been such an amazing, just even kind of like archive for myself of sharing my story. I just think that would have been so fun to be like, I got my office lease, or I remember when I had my first scam check and this person emailed me and said, I want my daughter to see you for counseling. I'm gonna send you a check and blah, blah, blah. So they sent me the check, and then I got an email from this person that said, oh, we sent you too much. Can you cash the check and then transfer the difference? Obviously, we know that is a classic scam, but when I was in the beginning stages, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy wants me to see his daughter, and then he even sent me a check. It was like my first check. And then I was like, wait a minute, why can't you just send me a new check? Like, why did you send me the wrong amount? And then I realized that it was a scam, but I just think that I could have documented all of that, and that would have been a really fun journey to document on social media, kind of like, as I said, as an archive. But I think we underestimate the power of our own journey and our own story. Like, who wants to hear me, you know, doing the nose to the grind, burning the midnight oil? And so many people want to see that, because what happens is we wait until we've hit a certain point in our, you know, goals or our business to showcase our success. And then we become unrelatable to our story because we're no longer sharing how we got there, how we started with maybe $3 in our bank account. When I graduated undergrad, I had $3 in my bank account and $60,000 in student loans. I was terrified, and I was able to pay that off. I even had a whole student loan party where I paid off my student loans, and I had this huge celebration. But I think that if I had social media, I could have used that as a way, as a platform to share the entrepreneur journey and really share the highs and the lows, and, you know, like the getting scammed and moving forward, getting my office broken into, and all these different layers. So I would suggest getting on social media, and there are so many social media platforms that you can start with, and really identifying which one feels fun for you. So is YouTube, is it TikTok, is it Instagram, is it Pinterest, is it Twitter, is it Threads? There's Facebook, there's so many options for you. I would pick a platform and just stay consistent with it. YouTube has been my love. I am obsessed with the YouTube platform, and that's kind of one of my goals that I really want to go all in, is growing my YouTube channel, because I love long form video. So let me know in the comment section below, which social media platform are you currently on? Number 3, and this is the thing that I did not do, and I wish I would have done it. And the third one is invest in yourself in some type of business mentoring, group mentoring, or even just group program of other like-minded entrepreneurs. I will never forget when I hit my first biggest month I ever hit at this time. It was $27,000 in 1 month. And I had so much shame around this huge milestone. I was so excited and I wanted to share it with people, but I didn't know who to share it with because I didn't know who could have been a safe person that wouldn't have felt judgment or jealousy or like, why are you sharing that? And I really think that other entrepreneurs understand that identity of having really high cash months and saying, this is just the beginning, you've got this, keep going. And instead I would have like this hesitation to share. And so I really think that investing your time in a group program, whether that's a membership or a mastermind or just group coaching, so that way you can hear other people and see with your brain, oh my gosh, this person was able to hit a 50K month or 100K month, or they just hit their $1 million year. Maybe, just maybe it's possible for me, because I think what happened was when I started my practice, it grew so fast and it grew so big that I had this huge wait list and I was so overwhelmed. I didn't know who to talk to or what to do. I felt so isolated and so trapped that what I ended up doing is my voicemail on my phone was like, I don't have a wait list, I don't have openings, try someone else. When I could have reached out to a business coach or mentor to see, all right, I have a huge demand. How can I use that demand to grow and expand my business? So if you don't even know yet, I have a group program. It's a membership. It's called the Wealthy Mind membership, and it is designed for female entrepreneurs to nurture and elevate their inner wealth. This is a community for you to share your wins, share your struggles, and really have a safe space to talk about your goals, your dreams, your visions, and your passions. Having a mentor who has been in your place of either starting your entrepreneur journey, starting another business, growing and scaling, I have done it all, and having someone that can guide you and mentor you is going to be your key to your success. And I wish that I would have found someone back in 2016 that could have really helped guided me and mentored me along the way. Those are my 3 steps that I wish I would have known starting over. So the number 1 is getting the office hours and really sticking to those office hours. Number 2 is starting the social media journey. I really wish I would have documented more on social media. And then number 3 is joining some type of group, mastermind, finding a mentor. And I really believe that those 3 things are going to jumpstart you for success. So on your own entrepreneur journey, let me know in the comment section below, are you utilizing all 3 of those tips? Which one are you going to start implementing? And remember, it gets to be fun and exciting, and wherever you're at on your entrepreneur journey, you can always add these new tips and these new ideas to really jumpstart your journey for success. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I release videos out every single week and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.